Elementor WordPress tutorial for beginners full guide. And in this video, we're going to be discussing about WordPress and how you can use it to create ourselves a great website. We're going to be taking the help of a great add-on on WordPress that we call Elementor. And we're going to be discussing in great depth. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. Now, when it comes to, using Elementor, basically what you need to know is that to use it, you're going to need to have a proper business, at least a business upgraded plan, because if you don't have at least a business plan, you won't be able to get Elementor as your add-on. And if you don't have it as your add-on, then obviously it's pretty obvious that you won't be able to use it. So let's just get into creating your own website. Now, do know this, that before getting into, WordPress and creating websites and stuff, we do need to know domains. Okay, now the creation of domains are pretty important when it comes to your WordPress settings. So step one is to get your domain and hosting. Okay, so the domain and hosting can be found on one singular platform. Now you can use platforms like, you have GoDaddy, you have Hostinger, you have Bluehost, all these great hosting platforms. You can even use WordPress's very own domain and hosting service, and it's relatively cheaper than other services. Now, the second step is obviously making pages for yourself. Okay, so the first step, domain and hosting. Second step, pages. And the third step is the theme customizer and WordPress plugins. And that is obviously how we're going to lead ourselves to the Elementor stuff. And then the step 4 is obviously checking the website that we've created and the themes that we've created are mobile responsive, because one of the most important things that comes with stores are mobile responsive stuff. And then finally, step 5, where I'm going to be discussing Elementor's advanced features. Now, those advanced features could be, variations of things like adding different widgets, adding different edits, different themes, different sections to your website, and all that stuff. So yeah, basically we're going to be discussing all of that. So yeah, let's basically just get into it. Now, firstly, obviously to get started, what we're going to be doing is obviously, first of all, get a proper domain. Now, as I said, you can get it through GoDaddy, Bluehost, Hostinger. In my opinion, the best would be Hostinger. If you just write Hostinger WordPress, you're going to come here. We're just going to show you Hostinger WordPress hosting. So here you are, WordPress hosting built for speed. Now, obviously, you can see they have all these discounts for WordPress hostings like Business, Starter, Pro. Just choose whichever, is going to work best for you. And once you've, obviously chosen a proper hosting and domain, just go ahead and mess around with the general settings of WordPress. In those general settings, could be messed around with stuff like Stufftaculous and stuff. So obviously we're gonna do that later on. But again, if you don't want to buy a proper domain and hosting right now, don't worry. What you can do is just come here. Okay, now once you're in the WordPress page, you're gonna click on Get Started. Now, once you click on Get Started, basically it's gonna ask you to enter an email address and everything. Okay, so all that stuff is gonna be needed. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna click on. You can either continue with your Google, or you can add any other email that you have. Okay, obviously. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and sign in with my Gmail. Okay, so just gonna go ahead. There you go. Now, once you enter your Gmail and all that stuff, from there on out, what's gonna happen is that, wait a second, let me just enter the password and everything. Now, once you've entered all your details, from there on out, you're just gonna confirm yourself, you're gonna verify yourself, and from there on out, obviously, you're gonna get started into it. Now, once you've, set it up your Gmail account and you've continued with it, from here on out, what's going to happen is it's going to basically take you to the start page. Now, here you are. Here it says, choose a domain. Enter some descriptive keywords to get started. Okay. Now, getting started with a WordPress domain, it's pretty simple. Okay. You're going to put in a proper keyword for yourself. Okay. Now, a keyword could be, say anything like, obviously, our WordPress website. Let's say we're creating a gym blog. Okay, it's a gym blog, and we're going to be using Elementor to create it. Obviously, you get all these different types of domains. Okay, now here you have the option to get a free 1-year domain if you want to. So get a free 1-year domain registration with any paid annual plan, and you can always go and choose your domain later. Or you can also connect a domain you already own. So you, as you can see, use a domain I own. Pretty simple stuff. Then you have choose a domain, enter some descriptive keywords to get started. Okay. Now, obviously, you have all these domains up here. You can use them if you want to, or you can choose WordPress's free domain, which they provide. Now, obviously, as you can see, it's not the most attractive domain out there. It has a whole WordPress.com after it. But hey, come on, that's what you get for free. So we're going to click on select. And obviously from here on out, we're going to head right into the interface. Now, here we are with the main powerhouse, which is the pricing and planning. Now, basically you have 6 different prices and plans. Okay. First of all, there's the free plan, which is $0, and it obviously has some decent features to it. Then there is a personal plan. Now, the personal plan obviously is for $4, and it has pretty good corresponding features. Then you have the premium plan, which is for $8. Okay, and obviously with $8 you get a lot of features, and pretty good features, like features that work pretty well with the whole interface of the WordPress. But obviously, if you want to go with a page that will bring you features like proper let's say money sending, money receiving, it gives you features like free domains for 1 year. You can install plugins, unrestricted bandwidth, global edge caching, high burst capacity, web application, global CDN, high frequency CPUs, automatic data center failover, isolated site infrastructure, all this stuff. If you want all this in the palm of your hands, then you need to go with the business or WooCommerce plan. Okay, now again, let me tell you the difference. In the personal and premium, you can only make a website, like let's say a blog or an article based website. But if you want to make a proper website, like let's say an e-commerce store, then you're at least gonna need the business plan, because without the business plan you won't be able to make a per se a proper store. Okay, now then comes the WordPress VIP Enterprise. Deliver an unmatched performance with the highest security standards on our enterprise content platform. Now, obviously, you can go ahead and create that for yourself. It starts at $25,000 yearly, okay? And obviously, you can learn more about it later on if you want to. But the fun thing about Enterprise is that you get all the VIP features that WordPress provides you with. And obviously, this is for big, large term companies like, Slack, Disney, Facebook, Salesforce, Time, CNN, all these big names. So, obviously, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the free plan, because obviously, we don't want to get into the money plans right now. We're just going to have to test our stuff out. Now you're going to come here. So what are your goals? Tell us what you would like to accomplish with your website. Okay. Now, obviously you're going to tell the people at WordPress what you're actually going to, have working in your website, what you're actually going to make using your website. So select all that apply. Now, obviously your goals could be writing and publishing. You could sell online if you want to. You can promote yourself or your business, import your existing website content, all this stuff that comes with website building. Now, I'm going to go ahead with, let's go with selling online, just as an example, and writing, publish, and promoting myself or my business. Let's go with those 3. So, what's your website about? Choose a category that defines your website to its best purposes. So search for a category first of all. Now obviously it's a blog, a gym blog, so I'm gonna go with sports. I'm gonna click on continue. Now once you do that, you can keep a store name and a tagline. Now this currently is totally optional, and you can leave it blank if you want to. Why is that? That is because this can always be changed later on in the settings. Like, it's not necessary to keep this as it is. So I'm just going to keep it blank and click on continue. Now, once you click on continue, you're going to come here and it says pick a design. One of these homepage options could be great to start with. You can always change them later if you want to. Now, first of all, you have the amulet, thriving artist, Atar, Marl, Zeno, Taza, Winkal, Subaki. You know, you have all these great themes and designs to choose from. Let's say I'm gonna go with, obviously we have a gym blog. I just forgot. We have a gym blog, so I'm gonna go with this blog look. And once you've gone with this blog look, let's go with the adventurer look, okay? I'm gonna go with the adventurer look. And once you've gone with the adventurer look, obviously you're gonna make sure that you like what you see, because obviously we don't want to go with a look that we don't actually like. So once you like what you see, make sure that it's good and accessible and we're working in the tablet view. It's good and accessible in the mobile view. And once you like what you see, just click on continue. And there you go. Sprinkling some magic and securing your data. Now, once it obviously secures our data, sprinkles some magic, and you know, all this stuff happens, we're just going to wait for it to load us in real quick. Now, here we are. It's going to give us our site title, our site name, and all this stuff, you know, that goes with it. So once you're over here, we're going to first of all go ahead and discuss the statistics. Now, the stats are obviously your page's analytics and, you know, what you're going to use to, you could say, what you're going to use to actually know what's going on with your page. Like, it's a back end of your page, which is going to, you know, keep you updated that, okay, this is happening for your page, that is happening for your page, all that stuff, etc. Now, let's go and first of all, mess around with the general settings. Okay, so once we're done with like setting up our account with the hosting and domain, we're going to go ahead and start designing basically. Now to start designing, you're going to basically come here, okay, in appearance, because obviously this is your dashboard, your main dashboard. You're going to see all this stuff up here with your website and everything. Like, let's say we're going to view our website. Now, this is our website right now, okay? Pretty basic, not a lot going on over here. Now, obviously, you're going to head back to your dashboard. We are currently in our dashboard. Now, once you're in your dashboard, you're going to come down to your general settings, okay? Now, your general settings can be accessed from, you know, down here. And here are going to be your settings. You can also go on users, click on all users, go on your profile. And once you go on your profile, you can mess around with things accordingly if you want to. Or just, you know, go on your settings. Here are your general settings. You could change, you know, a lot of stuff. So with that stuff comes a lot of things, like you can change your site address, you can change your site title. As I said, you don't, like, it's not necessary to add something right there and then, because you can just change it over here if you want to. Then obviously in users, you can add team members for yourself accordingly if you want to. Pretty basic, easy stuff. Now in settings, I'm gonna go ahead in general again. Now, in general, obviously, you can get all the stuff like you can change your site's language if you want to. And let's say you want to change it to, if you're in, let's say, Spain, you can change it to Spanish. If you're in France, you can change it to French. And you get all those things there. Now, you're also going to get time zones, which are pretty important. So you can also check those out. And those are pretty important to work with as well. So you can go ahead and work with those as well. Now you can also search for permalinks. If you don't know what permalinks are basically links that are permanently embedded into your website system. So permalinks can be found once you're on the upgraded plan. Obviously, without the upgraded plan, you won't be able to find the permalinks. But yeah, now once you've obviously done that, you're gonna head over to appearance and go to themes, okay? Now, once you're in themes, this is basically where you're going to set all the themes for your website. And you can like click on install new theme. And once you click on install new theme, obviously for installing the theme, as it says, upgrade to the business plan to access the theme install features. Now, you can go with these later on if you want to, okay? But right now, what we're going to do is we're just going to stick with the theme that I have currently, and adventure looks pretty good, looks pretty decent. I'm gonna stick along with it, but you can also go with themes like Astra. Okay, if you don't know what Astra is like one of the most widely used themes out there when it comes to WordPress, because it looks great, it looks amazing, and it's an all-rounder because it could be used for your local business, blogging, portfolio, online store, all of those. So Astra, pretty good theme, and obviously you can get it if you have the business plan, and you can get it for free. Just install it for free once you have the business plan, and you're good to go. Now that's Astra. You can also use themes like, you have Bloxy, you have Ashe, and you have a few more like Neve, whatever you want to pronounce it as. But yeah. Now once you have, set a proper theme for yourself, set a proper, like, you've properly customized what you want to go with. From there on out, what you can discuss and set for your page is obviously the more in-depth model, which is your pages. So if you go in pages, we click on all pages. Okay. Now in this section, as you can see, this is where you're going to add pages for your WordPress. Okay. Now, adding pages for your WordPress is pretty essential because if you don't have pages, you don't really have a website. Now to add pages, you're going to come here in pages, click on add new page. And once you click on add new page, obviously you're going to get a proper interface where they're going to allow you to, do the adding of your pages and all that stuff. So we're just going to wait for it to load up. As you can see, it loads up our domain and stuff. And once it loads up, as you can see, here you have it. Now, you can get templates for your page as so, proper full-fledged templates. But if you want to create a page totally by yourself, just click on blank page. Look at that. So first off, you could add a home page because obviously a home page is pretty necessary. And once you do that, you're just going to click on publish, and there you have it. You've just created a home page for your website. That's how easy it was. Now, let's go ahead and add another page, okay? You're going to go ahead, come here. Let's add another page. Another page could be your about page, okay? Because obviously about page, contact us page, these pages are pages that are pretty necessary for your websites because without these pages, you don't really have a website. Come on. Like, even if you go on websites like, Nike, the Nike online store, Amazon, all these pages have about pages, contact us pages, and all the other whatnot. So, again, I'm going to write about, publish, and there you go. Now you have a home page and about page. Now, again, we're going to go ahead and create another page. Go on view pages, add new page. And once you come here, you can just go ahead and create another page. And that page could be the contact us page. Okay, here we are, contact us. There we go. There's a contact us page. Publish that, and as you can see, just go ahead and like, you can either follow me, or if you want to create different set of pages for yourself, you can always do that. Okay, pretty easy to do that. So again, I'm gonna head back, view pages. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in appearance, and we're gonna go you're gonna find the menu section. Okay, now the menu section can be found in customize. Now if you click on customize, we're just gonna wait for it to load up, because once it loads up, you can start adding the menus in your page. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for the menu section to actually work, and look at that, it's automatically added the menu. So we have a home page, contact us, and about page. Now let's say we have this sample page over here, and you want to remove the sample page. The sample page can easily be removed, like once you've published everything and have you could say proper outlook. You can just come here, click on this, and then trash this page, and there you go. You've just trashed the page, and now you have a home, about, and contact us page. That's it. Now, again, like in some cases you won't get the menu option over here, and that is because some themes already have the menu options embedded in their code, and they're not gonna like give you the option because it's already gonna be in the main page. But if you want that option, you're obviously gonna have to change your theme. Now, obviously in my case, I don't have the menu option because this theme that I have, Adventure, it does not support it, and it already gives us the menu privileges, which is a pretty cool thing to have. And then you can also add custom links into your menu items, and doing that is also pretty easy. Just click on this new page section over here and add the new page, and in the new page just set a custom URL for yourself, and yeah, you're pretty much good to go from there. So that's basically how you're gonna, set all these boundaries for your page. And as you can see, pretty easy stuff, pretty simple stuff to mess around, to work around with. And then you can obviously, like, let's say you're gonna go on view page, as so. And now that you're viewing your page, again, this is your home page. Here we are, your home page. It's pretty empty. Contact page, pretty empty. And about page, again, pretty empty. So now, how are we going to fill these empty pages? Now, to fill these empty pages, what we're going to do, appearance, customize. Okay. Now, once you go on appearance and customize, what you're going to do from here is you're going to start customizing your pages. Okay. So your theme supports site editing with blocks. So you can go ahead and use the site editor. So we're just going to load the site editor in, and here we are. So first of all, you're going to go ahead and choose the style for your site. Now, the styles are basically your colorings and stuff that go on in the background of your site. Now, obviously right now it's the default option, but you can mess around with it. If you click on this pencil icon up here, and you're gonna get different styles, like you have typography, colors, layouts, all that stuff. So mess around with it accordingly, choose whatever style you want to go with. Once chosen your style, you're gonna come back here. You also have tons and tons of templates. Now, these templates express the layout of your site with templates. Now, you could use the 404 page, archive, home, index, search, single, all these types of pages. Then you have template parts, which are basically parts of those templates down under. Now, basically, once we've, discussed about making the pages and menus, let's go and finally add Elementor for ourselves, okay? Now, how will you add Elementor? Basically, you're going to come here in plugins. Now, again, let me emphasize on this part once more. You will not be able to use Elementor on the free plan. You're going to at least need the business plan, okay? At least. And once you've gotten the business plan, from there on out, you're going to start adding plugins for yourself. So I'm going to come here and you're going to write Elementor. And once you write Elementor, there you go. Right on the top, you can see Elementor Website Builder. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to click on that. And once you click on Elementor Website Builder, here you have it. So the Elementor Website Builder has it all. Drag and drop page builder, pixel perfect design, mobile responsive editing, and more. And obviously, as you can see, the #1 web creation platform powering over 10 million websites worldwide. One platform, unlimited web creations, pixel perfect designs, and then obviously you have full website kits and template library, fully responsive, accelerated creation workflow, fast loading websites, promoting accessibility, supported by a strong community, and you have over 40 plus free widgets and counting. And these widgets are, your heading, image, text editor, video, button, image box, testimonials, and tons of other stuff. So to add it, you're just going to click on upgrade and activate, upgrade to a proper plugin, and once you've done that, just download it. And it's totally free to download once you have the business plan. And from there on out, just, start doing your editing. Now, let me show you what the Elementor edit is actually going to look like. So we're going to open Elementor here, and here we are. Elementor, #1 free WordPress website builder, because it's basically entitled as the best free website builder for WordPress. So what you're going to do is obviously either you're going to just start designing straight away from here, or you can choose something from this part as well. So let's say obviously we have a blog, a gym blog to be exact. And once we choose that, we're going to have it, give us a proper template. But if you don't want that, you can always skip and start with a blank site for yourself. Now, once you do that, as you can see, it says start your website with a blank canvas. You'll get everything you need to build, edit, and host your dream website. Again, same way as on WordPress, just go over here. And once you've gone over here, from here on out, just start doing your editing. Now, obviously, we're going to come over here to the Elementor Website Builder. Now, once you've, added everything for Elementor and all that stuff, from here on out, what you're going to need to do is just link it to your WordPress. And once you've linked it, obviously, you're going to get one of the greatest designs and website builder, you could say, website builder lookouts that you can get. Now, as you can see, you have great stuff going on with Elementor over here, okay? Now, if you were to discuss Elementor in great depth, first of all, create a website designed for your future. Power your vision with Elementor to build, manage, and host stunning websites. We've got you covered from A to Z with the #1 website platform for your WordPress. Then, obviously, if you scroll down, live drag and drop editor where you can, drag and drop content on a page and watch your website come to life. Use any of 100 plus widgets, no coding needed. You have full website designs. Select from an extensive library of 100 plus full website kits based on the Hello theme. Try any kit or start with a blank canvas. You have world-class hosting where you can get built-in hosting powered by Google and robust industry-leading technologies for a secure, high-performing website. And obviously, you can also host your websites while building them with Elementor. Experience managed WordPress hosting that is hassle-free. We cover all your website needs so you can focus on building and growing your business. You have blazing fast loading speed, powered by Google Cloud Infrastructure, staging environment, safe, secure with 99.9% uptime, management dashboard, one-stop support for hosting and Builder 24/7, and much more. And obviously, you have one platform with unlimited web creations. Okay, so from landing pages and e-commerce stores to full blown websites, build it all with Elementor. Okay, now you can first of all build different business and services for yourself. Pretty good stuff to have by your side. Then you have portfolio and CV. Okay, look at how great that looks. You have creative, again, great thing to have. You have e-commerce with like, proper stores and stuff. You have events and entertainment, okay? Then you have landing pages where you can get access partners by design and development mind. You have media blogs with The Perfect Loaf by Maurizio Leo, okay? Again, great look. And then you have health and wellness. Look at how nice like the whole theme goes with the title of the page and how nicely it basically categorizes all these pages. Now, the magic of web creation. Build magnificent websites with cool animations, mobile-friendly responsive designs, custom CSS, and much more. A professional workflow where you can create a consistent web experience by managing your entire website's designs and including global colors and fonts. You can also get WordPress on steroids. Elementor supercharges the power of WordPress with limitless capabilities and reduces the need for other plugins. Now, also, elevate your skills and grow professionally with the resources and tools which are designed to help you learn, grow, and develop your skills at every level. You can also check their blogs, use cases, developer hubs, tutorials, and courses. Of course, if you want to, then you can join their community of web creators, obviously, designed to be extended. You have custom integrations if you want to mess around with all of those. But yeah, that's basically what Elementor is. And what the fun part about Elementor is that it's like specifically designed to be, working with WordPress. Like it's specifically made for WordPress. And that's the fun part about Elementor. So now that we've, discussed all the plugin stuff and all that, let's go ahead and, discuss the use cases for Elementor. Now, creating a website with Elementor is pretty simple because obviously it's your basic drag and drop editor, as you can see in this scenario over here. You can choose different themes if you want to, and once you've chosen yourself some themes, from there on out, obviously just go ahead and do drag and drop editing. And obviously with drag and drop editing, it makes it so much easier. And this drag and drop editing is very familiar to, I don't know if I assume you all have used in previous website editors, and those website editors could be, let's say the Shopify website editor, and you have the GoDaddy and all that stuff. So this is pretty similar to that, where as you can see, you can just easily drag and drop stuff into your website. You can make great animations as this one, and it all looks really refreshing. It all looks really great, and it's pretty good to work around with. Now, obviously, if we were to discuss the pricings that come with the WordPress hosting of Elementor. So the Elementor hosting plans, where you can get everything you need to build on a WordPress website, you can, manage WordPress web hosting. Okay, first of all. Then you have the Elementor Pro Builder. Okay. Then you have the theme. And then finally, you have the premium support. Okay. And you also have a 30-day money back guarantee. Like if you send the money and if you want your money back, it's a 30-day money back and it's guaranteed. So pretty fun thing to keep in your mind. Then obviously you have 4 different plans when it comes to Elementor's use of hosting. Now, first of all, there's the basic plan. So this basic plan is for getting started with your personal website. Perfect for small. It's like $9.99. Okay, $9.99 monthly, and it's basically a great thing to just get started with straight away. You get one WordPress hosted website and the Elementor Pro website builder with a $60 USD yearly, which is also a pretty great thing to know. You have 10 gigabytes of storage, okay, and 25,000 monthly visits with 30 gigabytes of bandwidth, 40 days backup. You have the SSL certificate, which is a secure socket layer, and CDN from Cloudflare. And you have premium support and 1 member. Okay. Then you have the business plan, which is perfect for small and medium-sized businesses. It's $19.99. Again, it's a monthly plan. Billed annually, you pay $240 today. Okay, and you can go ahead and renew it later on if you want to. And obviously it's like on a 20% discount right now, so you can go ahead and get it. Now, in the business plan, again, one WordPress hosted website, Elementor Pro website builder available. You get 20 gigabytes of storage. That's one perk to it. 50,000 monthly visits and 50 gigabytes of bandwidth. You get 30 days backup. Again, the same SSL and CDN from Cloudflare. Premium support with 2 members, and you can stage a whole environment if you want to. Then obviously you can come over here and see you can grow a great value with up to 3 websites for growing client base. Okay, it's $23 billed annually. You pay $276 today. Renews at list price for $396. Up to 3 WordPress hosted websites are available. Elementor Pro website builder, again available. 25 gigabytes of storage and 75,000 monthly visits are guaranteed with 75 gigabytes of bandwidth, 30 days backup, premium support for up to 4 members, and a staging environment. And then finally, the big boy, which is the scale plan, where the pros go to build up to 10 websites. Imagine having the privilege to build 10 whole, properly functioning and working e-commerce or WordPress websites. Now, in the scale, you get $49.99. Okay. Now, obviously, you get all different types of features. So up to 10 WordPress hosted websites. Okay. Then you have the Elementor Pro website builder. Okay. Then you have 40 gigabytes of storage, 100,000 monthly visits, 100 gigabytes of bandwidth, 30 days backup, SSL and CDN, premium support, and staging environment. And premium support is up to 6 members. So pretty cool stuff. Now, obviously, the Elementor Pro website builder, which you can use to build your WordPress website with full creative freedom, brings you all these things. Like, first of all, a drag and drop no code editor. No code, ladies and gentlemen. I repeat, no code. Like, you won't have to use any HTML or CSS. It's totally no code and works amazingly. Then you have the form builder, 100 plus website designs, pop-up builder, 100 plus widgets, loop builder. You have the theme builder, dynamic content, WooCommerce builder, motion effects, landing page builder, and collaboration tools. Okay. Now, once you have all that, it's also trusted by thousands of customers around the world. Again, pretty basic, pretty easy things to know. You have award-winning platforms. Okay. And then, much more that you can go ahead and discuss. Now, obviously, the products it brings you could be, your website builder, firstly. Then you have the WordPress hosting. You have Static page builder plugin, Elementor AI, and Hello theme. Now, the website builder, like alone, is, obviously you're going to need a domain to work with a website builder alone, because obviously people usually scam the system by just going without the domain and just creating a website totally for free. But obviously they took safety measures and introduced the setting where you're going to have to, have a proper domain. Without that, you won't be able to create yourself a good website. Now, obviously there's this stuff to talk about, but in more detail, like if we were to go in more detail, obviously when it comes to Elementor, like let me show you the normal customizer, okay? The normal thing that will customize your website. Now, this customizer, it's pretty dry, okay? Not a lot is going on over here. Like, let's say we're gonna, check the random pages, and look at that. Like, pretty dry editor. If you go on site identity, you can change the tagline if you want to. You can select the site icon if you want to. Site icons are what you see in your browser, tabs, bookmark, bars, and basically this up here. So as you can see, Elementor has this pink one. Temp mail, which I used, has this, and this has this. You get the point. So again, pretty weird things to note down. Then obviously you have the site icons. Now, if you want to create a site icon for yourself, site icon should be square and at least 512 x 512 pixels. Okay. Now, to create a good site icon for yourself, obviously you're gonna make sure to have a proper color theme going on. Now, once you have, got your color theme going on, obviously it's a blog, it's a gym blog, right? So we're going to go ahead and let me teach you how you're going to create a site icon for yourself. So the best place to create a site icon would be like the holy grail of all editors, all free editors out there, and that's Canva. And we know well enough that like the whole world uses Canva at this point, and it's like a global phenomenon right now. It's like global outreach, and like obviously for the right reasons, because Canva, first of all, provides you with tons and tons of features, and obviously it's totally free to export and stuff. So obviously that's what we're going to be working with. So what you're going to do to create a custom 512 by 512, you're going to go and create a design up here, and you're going to go in custom size. And once you go in custom size, you're going to create a design of 512 by 512 as so, and you're going to go and click on create new design. Now, once you click on create new design, here you are, and this is where you're going to start creating your favicon, or your icon basically. Now, obviously every icon, as you can see, is a circle. So we're going to do just that. We're going to go in elements, and you're going to make sure to create a proper full-fledged circle. I'm going to write circle as so, and here we have it. So create a circle. I'm going to make this, make sure that it meets the dimensions and it meets them properly. Just going to pull this down. There we go. And I'm just going to pull this in as so. There we go. Now, looks pretty good. Looks pretty nice, in my opinion. Yeah. Now, obviously, you're going to choose a good color for it, a solid color for it, basically. So, let's go with, obviously, we're going to go with the color theme of our page. Now, this color that we can see in the background, basically, you could say that it's like a light beige, something like that. Now, you can always just go ahead for like more accurateness. You can go and write light beige color code. Okay. Now, it's going to make sense why I had you do this. Okay. Now, once you're over here, as you can see, you're going to start seeing these colors and comparing them with your website. Now, the one most closest to our website, I guess, is this one, I guess, over here, FAFDF3. Okay. So yeah, relatively that's the more closer one. So you're gonna come here, click on plus, and you're gonna write FAFDF3. Okay. So as you can see, that's what where, you know what, I'm gonna make it a bit darker. Maybe that's a bit too light, but there we go. I think, yeah, that should work perfectly. So yeah, we match the color theme. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make a good logo for yourself. So obviously we're a gym blog. So you're just going to go on elements and write something like gym, obviously, because we're going to be making a proper gym look. So there we have it. Add that, make sure it's centralized. And once it's centralized, you can add different, widgets in your page. So just add that. Okay, wait, there we go. Now add this, and you can, you know, mess around with like its look as so. There you go. And then you can copy it, paste it. Now, see what the degree of this is. So obviously, if this is, let's keep it at 40 degrees. Okay, there you go. It's 40 degrees. If that's 40 degrees, then this should be, you know, the exact opposite. And this, if that's negative 40, let's keep this positive 40. And there we go. And then obviously keep it exactly parallel to this. So obviously, if this is here, just keep it in this line. Get a bit down, a bit lower, and yeah. Now, once you know, you've done that, I'm gonna make it there. There we go. Okay. Now, once you've done that, and you know you're good with the design and stuff, make sure to keep this aligned. Now, once you have all of this aligned, you're obviously gonna add some stuff in the background if you want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add, you know, write something like design and stuff. That's gonna give you some background design accordingly. So you can, you know, add stuff in the background accordingly if you want to. Now, if you can't find anything, you know, too well for yourself, you can always go on text. Okay. Now, keep following me. Don't worry. Right. Like, let's say your blog's name is John Jim Blog. Let's call it that. Okay. Now, once you call it that, make sure that like right now, let's go ahead and change the text for this because I can't see a thing. So there we have it. Let's keep it a text. Yeah, there we go. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go on animate, and once you go on animate, you're gonna scroll down fully until you find the curve feature. Okay. Now, the curve feature should be in either animate or effects. There we go. So it's in effects. You're gonna come here. Okay, position it accordingly. And now make sure to curve it well with your circle. You know, make it go well with the circle. And I think that should look good. Does that look good? Yes, that looks pretty decent. And you can obviously send this back. So like you're just gonna go here, you're gonna send it forward. Yeah. Send it behind the sticker that you have, bring it a bit down, and there you go. So John's Gym blog, and you have a pretty good symbol going on there. So all you're gonna do now is you're gonna click on share. Once you click on share, you're gonna go and download. Choose the correct file type for yourself. Obviously, this is pretty important as well. Choose a file type. Let's go with PNG. And once you've gone with PNG, just click on download, and here you are. Okay. Now, once you're here, you're gonna come here. One more thing that needs to be done is removing the background. So you're gonna come here and write remove.bg. Now, once you click on remove.bg, basically it's gonna open you here. And if you see the image right now, it's pretty good, but obviously it has a background. We don't want that. We want a proper without background. So we're gonna go click on remove background, and as you can see, it gives us a remove background PNG. So I'm gonna download it. And there you go, it's downloaded. Now, let me show you why I had to remove the background. So let's click on select site icon, select files. Okay, there, let me show you why I had you remove the icon. So I'm gonna choose this. Once you choose that, click on select, and there we go. Click on select, and once you click on select, as you can see, like it gives you a square. We don't want a square, because we like want a proper circle like these professional looking websites, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on change image. We're going to go and upload files, click on select files, and select the removed background one that we just picked off. Select this, you know, crop it accordingly. Okay, I like what I see. I'm going to click on crop. I'm going to select this. I'm going to let it load up, and let me show you what the end product or the end yield is actually going to be. So let's just wait for it to load in. And there you go. Now, look at that up there. Like, look at that. How cool does that look? It looks like all these other websites, and it looks pretty professional. So once you're done with all that, let's click on Save Changes. Do remember to save changes or else it won't save it. And once you're done with that, yeah, pretty much from there on out, you have the homepage settings, okay? You can choose what's displayed on the homepage of your site. It can be posts in reverse chronological order or a fixed static page. To set a static homepage, you first need to create two pages. One will become the homepage, and the other will be where your posts are displayed. Okay, so that's what your homepage settings are, and your homepage displays could be changed. It could be changed from your latest post to, you have a static page and all that stuff. So pretty decent stuff. Then you have additional CSS. Now, additional CSS is also a game changer. You're probably wondering why. It's a game changer because CSS is basically cascading style sheets, okay? Now, what are cascading style sheets? Cascading style sheets is a form of code that comes with, your HTML or JavaScript, JS. Okay, now, why is this important? It's important because CSS opens a variety of doors for editing, for your you could say coloring, fonts, background, all that stuff. It opens a variety of things for you, and trust me, it can work wonders for you. And it can work wonders for you because, like, if you know code, obviously. If you don't know code, then you're not gonna understand a lot going on. But if you do know code and you start, working with this stuff, trust me, it's gonna be a total game changer, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna love every second of it, and that's what we're gonna be talking about. Now, obviously, for the CSS premium plan, you're gonna have to access at least the business or premium plan. Without that, you won't be able to, mess around with the CSS world. But yeah, let's get rid of that for now and come over to this page over here back again. Now, obviously, that was most of the things that there are when it comes to discussing your WordPress with your Elementor, okay? Now, in more depth, obviously, you can go ahead and create many types of or many, styles of website with Elementor, okay, if you want to. But like, if I were to give a brief overview, not a brief, a detailed overview on if you should use it and how a casual user will use it, then we could, like, go in the nitty gritty. So, is it like the best WordPress web page builder in my opinion? So, trying to decide if Elementor is the right WordPress builder for you. So, basically, the table of content is huge. Like, what does Elementor offer? Who is Elementor for? Elementor's pricing and all that stuff that we've already discussed. Now, when it comes to the offering of Elementor, Elementor is a visual drag and drop page editor, as we discussed, okay? If you're not familiar with these terms, that means you can basically see a preview of exactly what your page will look like to visitors as you're building it, drag and drop different content and design elements to create the perfect design. Basically, it transforms creating a great looking custom web design from something you need to be a developer to do to something that anyone can do, okay? And as you can see, even like with the stuff I've done with the normal appearance editor, it's pretty good. Elementor is now actively used by over 4 million WordPress websites. Like, how crazy is that? Which basically makes it the most popular WordPress web page builder. It's also maintained an impressive 4.7 star rating on over 5,900 reviews, so most of those users are pretty happy with Elementor clearly. There are a lot of WordPress web page builders that offer a visual drag and drop interface, so what makes Elementor stand out and why is it so successful? Well, we'll get into this in more depth later on, but some of Elementor's standout features are lots of content elements. These are the building blocks of your page. They are, what you drag and drop to make your design. Then, secondly, you have responsive design. Most people browse the web on smartphones, so it's basically, you could say, important that your designs look great on all devices. Elementor's designs are responsive by default, and you get lots of options to control how it works. Then you have templates. Staring at a blank page is pretty scary. Elementor comes with hundreds of professionally designed templates so that you don't have to start from scratch. Then you have the style options. You get tons of detailed styles for yourself, as I showed you, and you can like do it without resorting to the custom cascading style sheet, though you can do that too. And if you do that, trust me, as I said, great benefit. Then you have convenience. You get lots of handy tools like right click support, a quick find tool, and more to help you build great looking pages faster. Then you have the theme builder. With like the pro version, you can design your entire WordPress theme using, Elementor if you want to accordingly. Then obviously I still recommend pairing it with a quality theme, but you can go with that. Then you have dynamic content. You can include dynamic content with custom fields, plugins like ACF, pods, and tool set. And you also have a pop-up builder. Like with a pro version, you can also design all types of pop-ups, like without using the same visual drag and drop interface. WooCommerce website builder, like if you're building an e-commerce store, you can design your WooCommerce store using Elementor and include products in your other designs. Okay, that's also a great thing to keep in mind. Now, if we discuss on who is Elementor for, Elementor is for, well, anyone who's using WordPress. Like, for example, you could say a digital marketer might love Elementor for its ability to help them quickly create landing pages and pop-ups, while a casual user might just be looking for a way to add some extra flair to the blog post. So, the casual user, like if you're a casual user looking for a way to add some style to your blog posts or build a great looking homepage, Elementor is perfect for you. Perfect. You'll be able to use the visual interface to spin up some great looking designs without requiring any technical knowledge, and you'll probably be able to do it for free. Like imagine doing it for free, that's crazy. More on whether you should use the free or paid version later on. Like you have the digital marketer person, okay? Elementor is great for digital marketers as well, and also the site builder if you're building sites for clients. Elementor is a perfect and popular choice. Then you have Elementor pricing, okay? Short answer, like it's free. Come on. The base version of Elementor that is available on WordPress plugin is repository. It's completely free to use, okay? There is also a pro version with a lot more flexibility and a lot more features. Check out, different themes that you can get on Elementor and Elementor Pro if you want to. Elementor is a featured pack plugin that works for all websites. However, it is limited at certain points. For example, with Elementor Pro, you can customize your header, footer, posts page, single post page, or product pages. The Elementor base version delivers the bare minimum you need to design and customize your website. But if you want to have the freedom of redesigning the entire site, Elementor Pro is the best choice for you. With Elementor Pro, you can also add pop-ups, contact forms, and subscription forms with global widgets and custom CSS for yourself. And like you have a list of additional features that you can get Elementor Pro. Okay, you get 50 plus additional widgets for yourself. You get 300 plus premium demo imports, including, imports for header, footer, and pop-ups. Complete website customization through Theme Builder, and this lets you change the header, footer, and post page. You have WooCommerce Builder for editing product and category pages in e-commerce websites. Then you have Pop-up Builder. The Pop-up Builder could be could come with the advanced features like exit, intent, after scroll, and controls to display certain pop-ups on certain pages. You have the Visual Form Builder that can be integrated with popular email marketing tools. You can create global widgets and use them site-wide. You can add custom CSS for yourself, and you can also deploy any Elementor widget pretty much anywhere you want. Now, once you've discussed all the main things, you can also tour the interface for yourself when it comes to Elementor, like great things to check out for yourself. You also have the structure hierarchy with, the section, columns, and all that stuff. And designing a web store or any type of page or website from scratch using Elementor, pretty easy to do so. Just go on add pages, and then on the top right you're going to see a plus sign for yourself, and just click on that plus sign, click on edit with Elementor. Once you do that, start dragging the Elementor widgets into the panel, and start creating all your columns and all the necessary stuff that is needed to edit your website basically. And then obviously you have convenient editing features for a faster design. You have huge widget selection for design flexibility, detailed style and positioning rules for pixel perfect designs, huge template section to save you a lot of time, and you have flexible form widgets and integrations. Okay, the theme builder with dynamic content for custom WordPress sites, again, great thing to have. You have WooCommerce Builder for custom e-commerce designs, Pop-up Builder for your marketing, usability, and more, and a lot of stuff. So one more thing that a lot of people ask is should they use Elementor free or pro? Now obviously that solely depends on your capability. If you're capable of paying for Elementor Pro, capable in a sense that Let's say if you're paying for the WordPress hosting, your WordPress domain, and then also paying for Elementor Pro, like if you're capable of doing that and not going bankrupt, then sure, do, like, no one's stopping you. Please do go ahead. But it's not necessary. You can go with the free one. I would always recommend the free one, but if you're capable of buying the pro one, please go with it. Like, don't stop yourself. So yeah. Now, obviously, the alternatives of Elementor are also pretty good. Like, you can get Gutenberger and all this stuff. But yeah. Now, once we've discussed all of these essentials for WordPress, I think that's about it for this video. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you found this tutorial on Elementor and WordPress helpful, please drop down a like and subscribe to the channel because it helps me out a lot. And make sure to share this video with anyone in need of a tutorial like this. And if I left anything out, or if you have any issue with this video, please make sure to let me know down in the comments below and I'll fix your issue straight away. But yeah, until then, I hope you all keep having a great day. That was all from me, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.